Bless all the paths our feet walk to be free. Bless all the paths our feet walk to be free.
All right, so this morning I invite you, the reason why I'm here is because everybody has a life purpose. We probably have many purposes, but my purpose of being here today is to remind you of the fact that you have a divine source. We all do inside of us. So I'm hoping that through some of these exercises and sharing a little bit about my story, that you'll feel a little more connected, a little more motivated to live your life on purpose, not just because somebody needs something, you gotta go to the store, whatever, right? But to be in your power and stand for your dreams, because there's no life store that I know of, and I haven't been able to ask for a return myself. So let's do this thing. Before we get started, I just want to tell you a little bit about who I am. Who I am is a lifelong learner. I'm a resilient, self-empowered woman. And I own a coaching and consulting practice. I do life coaching, professional leadership coaching, motivational speaking now, thanks to you guys. Hopefully this will work. And I'm a workshop leader, and I hope to come back with the permission of Mark and the rest of the folks to do, after this, you guys will maybe want to have a little more work, and I'd love to support you with some workshops about perspectives and shifting our perspectives, because a lot of times we know what our life purpose is, but we get a little stuck. And so we're not really going to talk too much about the stuckness. What we're going to talk about today is just getting in touch with your internal crew members that are inside of you, the voices inside of your head that help you live your life on purpose. Because we all have voices. Some of them support us, some of them don't. So my calling in life is to remind you guys and bring those voices deeper and deeper inside of you, so you're aware of them and you hear them. A little bit of my story. At age 11, my mom finally left my abusive dad, and I was raised alone, like many of you probably, by a single mom. And my mother struggled with depression most of her life, and so did I. And I remember my mom wanting to live her life and really trying, but never quite getting there. My sister, my older sister, told me about this thing called God. It was a divine, loving force of some kind. And it was nice for me to think of that. That gave me hope. I remember as a little girl not knowing who I was, what I was here for. I was sorry about everything. I had a lot of guilt and shame, low self-confidence. But I remember feeling my heartbeat. Like I can feel it now. And thinking, I was wondering if maybe God gave us our heartbeat to remind us of the divine love inside of us, divine true nature of who we are. So I invite you now, just put your hand where you can feel your heart. What's that feel like to you guys? This is interactive, by the way, so you can just shout out. What's that feel like to feel your heartbeat? Awesome. Something is beating your heart, and it's with you everywhere you go. Help her.
Like, am I alive? It makes me feel alive.
You know, we're so diverse, but one thing connects us all. Right here. I think about my mom. I remember in the summertime, Mom and I would sing, and she'd tell me about the dreams of my family and all the things she wanted for me. And she sang to me as the day went by, I want to live and not only survive. I wrote that song not because my mom said those words, but because I wish she had. What makes you feel alive? What makes you feel fully alive? I'm not talking about sushi or butter. That would be my answer if I was being sarcastic, which I typically am. what is it that you're willing to put a stake down on the ground for and say, this is what I stand for? As I said that, you guys are proud, the wheels are starting to turn, and that's what we're going to talk about today. I left home as soon as I graduated high school. I earned my master's degree and all the nifty business certifications, all the things I could do to make money and not live in a place that I was afraid of to walk down the street. And I would save companies money, and so I made a lot of money. And I learned something that, I would present these business cases and business leaders wouldn't want to save money, and I'd be very perplexed about this. So what I learned is that people aren't always motivated by money, right? Or motivated by what makes us feel valuable. And knowing what our values are and what we think is valuable is the road to living our life on purpose. It's a rarely spoken language to know and hear for someone's values. And that's another message I hope to bring to you. I hope my life will bring you a little closer to what you find valuable and how to access that, live that. During my time at American Express, I was a singer, I was a missionary. I was trying to find myself. I went to a lot of 12-step groups, a lot of life development exercises, things like that. And I remember one day sitting at my desk, and I was staring at the inbox. They didn't pay me enough. Stress every day. It wasn't worth the 401k. I had to make a way to not drive 45 minutes every day. A better quality of life, not a sacrifice. So after 17 years, I worked my way up as far as I could go without my hair falling out and looking like a man, still grown back. And started my own company. And 2005, met Aspire. It's a coaching and consulting company. And loved it. Made a lot of money. I have no kids. Didn't have any kids at the time. I have 2 teenagers now, and we still like each other, which is always good. But at the time, I didn't have any kids, and I remember laying in bed making all this money thinking, what now? If I die, my nieces and nephews and my sisters are going to inherit my money. And what good was that? What am I doing here? So fast forward a few years, I run into CTI, which is a Coaches Training Institute. It's a great program. It's one of the best in the world. I meet my husband, whose birthday is August 4th, and my mom died actually on August 4th, 2009, so I really believe my mom sent my husband to me. And those are the things I want to share with you today, the things I learned to get my life back on track, to hear voices inside my head. I'd go to church and I'd listen to what they said. But now this is different. This is about your inner journey, and you're with you wherever you go. So what voices in your mind are supporting your life purpose, what aren't? That's my state. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it, as Lillian would say. Okay, so you met me. Who are you? Not your name. Not how much money you have in the bank. You don't have in the bank. Who you're in a relationship with, who you're mom to or sister to. Who are you? I'm so sarcastic that I have to stop myself. I have a huge sarcastic voice. As I'm listening to myself, I'm like, don't do it. Okay. So, we all have these voices in our head. Let's just get them out of the way. Let's just get them out of the room. Too old, too fat, not good enough, nobody cares. My hair's too curly, I'm too divorced, whatever, right? Let's just divorce too many times. I don't do relationships well, they suck, whatever. We're gonna take those voices and just with me, if you would just lift your hand and shift them up into the highway over there. Just for pausing them, let them stay over there, just pause. I would love to be in a world that didn't worry about if the storm that was coming might propose a threat. Just that, thing. And so just close your eyes for a second, you guys. Remind yourself of a time when you were living your life fully on purpose. A time when you felt like you were completely in the presence of your own greatness. You were actually surprised that you were that good. But you are. You are that good. Now let's do an exercise where we can all get a little more present together. You guys are so present already, I don't even know if I should do this exercise, but it's fun, so let's do it. So everybody stand up. Now you may want to hold on to a chair. What you're going to do is you're going to lean back just a little. If you need to grab a chair, grab a chair. Because I did this to my husband, I practiced with him, and he's like, make him hold a chair. So close your eyes just a second and just lean back a minute. And think about what it was to be 24 hours ago. Saturday, August 17th, 24 hours ago at 11:40. Thank you, Lou. At 11:40 yesterday, what was it like there? Where were you? Now shift your weight just a little forward. The other way, Mark. Just a little forward. I'm right here for you, buddy. And think about what it's going to be like 24 hours from now. Monday, August 19th. I saw that, Becky. Monday, August 19th, 24 hours from now, 40 a.m. Imagine what could happen tomorrow. What you might be doing. Now shift your weight again backward just a little bit and think to yourself what it was like 1 minute ago. Sunday, August 18th, 2013, 11:41-ish. Now shift your weight forward again and imagine what it might be like 1 minute from now. Think to yourself what might happen 1 minute from now. Okay, one last time, shift your weight backward just a little bit and remember what it was like 1 second ago. And now shift your weight forward a little bit, 1 second from now. Now shift your weight normal in the center, in upright position, and be right here, right now, with me. What just happened? How do you feel right now, in the present moment?
Centered.
Calm. Centered.
At peace.
Peace. Reach out and hold that person's hand next to you. Now what's that like?
Awesome.
What's that, Rob?
Connected.
Connected. Unity. Much nicer. Much nicer. The point of power is what? In the present moment. Look what you guys created. Look what we created. Nobody wants to leave. All right, sit back down. Now that we're all here. That's why we have so many addictions in the world, right? My sponsor used to tell me, when you, something about peeing in the present, because you're like 1 foot in, what did you say? Just tell everybody.
Yeah, it's all. It's really good. This is Lillian. This is my food.
When you have 1 foot in yesterday and 1 foot into tomorrow, you're pissing on today.
Thank you. Okay, so just close your eyes. We're gonna, if you allow me, I'd like to. This changed my life, so I'm hoping that it will support you and living your life purpose. If you'd be willing to close your eyes, I'm just gonna lead you through a short guided visualization, and just take a deep breath and one more breath. Those voices that support us living our life on purpose, welcome them here with you now, right now. Do it. As you feel your breath go in and out of your body, relax. With each breath, become more and more relaxed, allowing any stress to leave your body on the exhale. Breathe in complete relaxation. Breathing in easily and effortlessly, and releasing any tension or stress. Any outside noises you hear are a reminder of how good it is to leave the noise and stress outside of your own inner world. And as you breathe into your own inner world, allow yourself to go deeper and deeper into a state of relaxation. I'm going to invite you to take a moral inventory, or mental inventory, wrong program, of your body. Beginning with the top of your head, become aware of any tension or tightness you might feel. And on the top of your head, give that permission, tension to let go. So relax behind your eyes and hollow out your cheekbones. Relax your jaw. Drawing attention to your neck, become aware of any tension or tightness. You may want to shift your neck and shoulders just a little. And on the exhale, let the tension go. From the top of your head to your neck, you are relaxed. From your neck to your shoulders, relax, withholding any judgment. If there is tension in your shoulders, just relax. From your shoulders to your elbows, relax. And from your elbows to your wrists and fingers, relax. Release any tension or tightness in the exhale. Now from your shoulders to your stomach, relax. Continuing to let go of any tension or stress wherever it might appear. You're relaxed. Drawing attention to your hips, release any tension or tightness in the exhale. And relax from your hips to your knees, releasing any tension or soreness on the exhale. From your knees to your toes, letting go of any tension. You may want to take off your shoes, put both feet on the floor. Give that final tension permission to fade away. As you're relaxed, imagine that you're a strong and steady tree putting your roots down into the ground. Allow these roots to go deeper and deeper, spreading out. You are connected solidly to the earth. As you allow yourself to find that place inside of you, your divine inner knowing, allow yourself to get more and more comfortable with the knowing that inside of you is a brilliant leader. This leader is full of wisdom, compassion, courage, clarity, and certainty. This part of yourself, your internal guidance system, has access to all the wisdom that ever was, has been there and back, and knows ultimately everything turns out for your highest good. This part of you is divine and loves you unconditionally, and no matter what happens, holds you tenderly and gently with infinite compassion. You may want to put your hand where you feel this place in your body now. It's okay. Good. This place inside of you believes in you completely, and without question, this place inside you is grounded and sees exactly what you need and how best to move forward. This part of you is fearless and relentless in pursuing the very best for you. This part of you is unshakable, dedicated, and unwavering. As you relax, let your imagination move you. Let it take you to a very special, very safe, and very comfortable place. This is your safe place, and no one can come in unless you permit them. You may decide to invite those you admire most. Notice what it's like. You feel something telling you more about your life purpose. In this space with your inner knowing, you become more and more aware of your life purpose. Notice what it's like to be with this knowing. Notice all the details. Notice what it's like. Whatever you see, imagine, or sense, it's exactly as it should be, perfectly for you. Let it all come alive. And now we'll be drawing this meeting to a close, knowing that you can connect with this divine inner guidance given part of you anytime you choose. Your inner knowing has always been there and is ready to support you in your journey of living your life purpose. And now you have access to each other in a new and conscious way. Now take a deep breath, breathing in this experience. Remembering what you need to remember. You will remember what you need to remember. Another breath, returning to this time and space. One more deep breath, opening your eyes. Stretch and move your body a little. Yeah, so all of us have voices in our head. I said that 3 times. I'm going to keep saying it because the thing is, nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about the fact that we have voices in our head. Really? I mean, maybe a little bit. If you know Melanie, you don't. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I know I can throw you under the bus about it being Melanie. So Okay, so let's talk about this. Okay, so now you have this internal guidance system. Everybody's really resonant with that. It sounds like in this room, we get it, we get it, we get it. Who else is on your internal board of directors? I'm going to remind you of some of the songs you sang. Just think about them. One might be an appreciator, knowing that everything's unfolding exactly like it should be. When I lost my company, I was like, how could this be, the best thing that ever happened to me? But it was. It was really good. We got doubter. I call mine Negative Nancy, because nobody's gonna like this shit. Stop. So we got them. So they're here to tell us something, right? Maybe they're here to lead us to a limiting belief that started in our childhood that doesn't really help us anymore. It's time, you guys. It's time. It's time to put, there's a scripture. When I was a child, I acted like a child. Those days are over. Today's a new day. So I have no idea what I'm doing because I went completely off track from my agenda, just for the record. Just being completely vulnerable. Yay! So, organize, it screws me up. I got an organizer inside me too. She is so neurotic. Let me just tell you her.
Go with the flow. I know her.
Yes. So, inside of us, we have these visions. So, what can we do to support each other with our visions? We're not alone. We just held hands a minute ago. So I want you to think about what your vision is for your life. What is it in the next few years? Today is the day. Every breath we take is a reminder that we have one more chance to do something different. One more chance. Okay. In closing, I would like for you to turn to your neighbor and tell him one thing. I'll give you a minute to think about it, because that's how I am. So nice. It's annoying. So think about one thing you can do or say yes to or no to live your dream. And or one thing you can say yes or no to be your dream. And, like you just shared, what's her name? I'm sorry, I don't know. D. You have all the answers inside of you. All of them are you. When I asked you who you were, you know who you are? You're the same as me. Naturally creative, resourceful, whole, divine. Your life purpose is calling you to live that fully. And everybody has different values. I just want to say one final thing. My heart, I long for each of you to make your aspirations, turn them into reality. There's no life store. If you guys found one, I know somebody would have told me. We can't get a return. So please, I implore you, whatever it is, whatever makes your heart beat, whatever you will stay up all night doing, do it. Thank you.
I went down the aisle at Calvary, confessing what I still believe. No more anger, I found my voice. Thank you. And then bless all